There we go.
Hi, this is Lori McCabe with SMB Spotlight, and I'm here with Peter Vessenes.
Yep.
Okay, good. We're at the Intuit Partner Platform Cloud Jam event, and I just wanted to talk to Peter a little bit about why you're here. He's the CTO and president of a company called ProfitSee. And first, tell us a little bit, where's your company located? What do you do? What problems do you solve?
So we have two offices, Minneapolis and Seattle, and we call it financial insight or foresight software. So
financial insight and foresight. Okay,
yeah.
What does that mean in plain English?
Well, the idea is that typically when a business owner, really anyone, gets a financial report, like a profit and loss statement or balance sheet, the ability to actually take some knowledge from it is something that has to be learned or taught. So it's not intuitive. So what our software tries to do is kind of narrow that learning gap and get somebody information immediately.
So pull out like the aha moments
exactly,
from the data.
The key.
Okay.
So something that an experienced CPA or CFO in your industry might know immediately from looking at the data. Our job is to try and get that into a visual format for someone who doesn't have the benefit of that experience.
Sounds cool. Now, is this a new product?
Yeah, so it's actually, the technology and core concepts have been developed over the last 20 years, consulting with small and medium businesses. The software product itself is very new. It was just launched like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Okay, so have you built this natively on the Intuit Partner Platform? Is it a federated app?
Yeah, this is a federated application, and we basically use Flex on the top end, which is the same technology that Intuit designated for their client-facing technology, and then we have our own stack beneath that, so we kind of synchronize up with the.
How long did it take you to get this going on the Intuit platform?
The actual technology integration work was not difficult. We've been waiting for some data from them for a while, and so that's just kind of about their internal developers, getting to it on the list.
Right,
and
okay.
But once the data's there, the actual technology work of doing the round tripping in and out of our software is easy. I would say that figuring out how to do it was quite difficult. So people were great once we finally contacted people, but the documentation, basically like assessing how it would work, understanding the documentation, getting access to all the code we wanted took like weeks, and then it took maybe 3 or 4 days to actually integrate the app. So
So why, other than the obvious reason that Intuit has, millions of small business customers, and this is probably a great channel for you because this is a small business solution. What's motivated you to get involved with this program and fly out here from Seattle or Minneapolis or whichever location you came from?
So on our minds, I think what we found is the number one barrier for small businesses who want to do this is data entry, just actually getting their financial data into another system. And a lot of them are already overly thin on their bookkeeping or CPA or CFO time. So people look at it and then immediately they say, I love it, I have to have it. And then they're like, how do you get the data in? And so for us, we've just been keeping an eye on Intuit, partly because of the size of the possible channel, which is great for us, but really because they offer this possibility to sync up directly through the cloud. So, there are a number of other mid-tier accounting vendors who may or may not be willing to provide APIs for us, but it just seemed like, let's do the biggest one first if Intuit's really motivated to get us in there. So
So when will this be available, ProfitSee?
ProfitSee is available now at myprofitsee.com.
I mean on the Intuit Partner platform.
From IPP, we'll have the light version out within 3 to 4 weeks, so I guess probably end of May, early June, and then the full version will be just probably a 2 or 3 week period after Intuit opens up the right data streams. So we'll just turn it on.
So here's a litmus test, though. So I saw the demo, and it did look nice and user-friendly and all that. But what about the pricing? Is it really priced for small businesses?
Yeah, so that's an interesting question. And small means different things to different people.
Right.
So,
what does it mean to you?
Well, I guess it means whatever it means to whomever I'm talking to. I mean, so what we're finding is we initially priced it at about 1/6 of the price of the only possibly competing product we could find. It was priced at like $1,000, just permanent license. But when I came in, I moved us more to a SaaS model, and so we converted that over to like roughly $95 a month.
Okay.
And that price for, again, when I think of small, I'm thinking of $1 million in revenue and up. Is usually self-started business, not a venture funded, but someone bootstrapped. They've got 5 to 7 employees. $95 a month is a total non-issue for a CEO in that framework who's getting actual real data. I mean, it's just not even a question.
Right.
What we have found though is a lot of people lower than that in this 500, 250 on down revenue range see this and really want it themselves. And so we're still evaluating pricing there. Like what we do now, if you're under 250K in revenue, it's half. It's like $45 a month. And
Okay. So
I
it's
think,
kind of based on your revenues.
yeah, so we're billing based on revenues. We'll see if
I like
the market
that.
likes that or not.
Well,
Maybe.
and hopefully your product will help them grow their revenues
Yeah.
because they'll make better decisions.
Exactly.
And then you can charge them more as their revenues grow.
That's right. So on our side now, I think that we'll be able to fit, for small businesses, we'll be able to fit into what the app market pricing is. $15 per user is, it's different than how we've been doing it ourselves.
Right,
But we'll try it out with the light version, and we'll just kind of see how it goes, I think. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, great. Well, good luck with it on
Yeah,
the
thanks.
partner platform, and thanks for
Thank you.
talking to us.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.